My name is Lena Ortiz. I am 21, and this statement is true. If you are watching clips of me online, those are not all me. 2 months ago, my friend Dax asked me to help with a challenge video. He said it was simple. One night inside the closed Belmont Transit Hub, the old bus terminal downtown that got shut down after the tunnel flood. He already had a sponsor lined up. He said if we hit 1 million views, he could finally quit his warehouse job. Dax and I had known each other since 7th grade. He was the only person who sat with me after my mom died. So when he said, "I need someone I trust on camera," I said yes. That was the setup. At 10:43 p.m. on Friday, we climbed through a side fence with 2 ring lights, 3 phones, and a backpack full of batteries. Dax named the stream the Second Face Challenge, no fake. He laughed when he said it was ironic branding. The first red flag was the comments. Before we even reached the ticket hall, people were typing things like, "Why are there 3 of you? Girl in yellow, don't turn around. Who is breathing on your mic?" There were only 2 of us. I was in a gray hoodie. Dax wore a yellow windbreaker. He said chat was trolling and told me to stop reading. The second red flag was the door. The old security office had a steel door with a keypad ripped out years ago. Dax told me to wait while he checked if it was open. I heard a click, then a deadbolt slide. He came back smiling too fast and said, "Good news, we can lock ourselves in there if anything happens. Better content." I asked why he would lock it from the outside first. He ignored me and turned the camera toward his face. "We are officially alone," he said to the stream. "No exits, no help. If this gets weird, clip it." The third red flag was my own voice. At 11:13 p.m., while we were in Bay C, near the dark platforms, I heard my voice behind us say, "Dax, wait up." Exactly my tone, exactly my accent. I hadn't spoken. Dax stopped walking. He did not look surprised. I asked him if he heard it. He whispered, "Yeah, keep rolling." Then he told chat loud and excited, "Guys, this is it. If you can hear that, spam S2F in comments." He wanted it. That is when I understood he was not scared. He was feeding something. At 11:20 p.m., we reached Platform 13, the flooded side tunnel. The concrete was cracked, and there were old tide marks on the wall almost 6 feet high. Dax set his main phone on a tripod and angled it at me. He said, "Stand by the edge and tell them what you told me last week." I said, "What?" He said, "About your sleep paralysis, about seeing 2 faces in mirrors. Just do it dramatic." I stepped back. He stepped forward and lowered his voice. "Lena, I paid people to boost this stream. We need a peak moment. If we don't spike tonight, I'm done." I told him I wanted to leave. He held up his phone and showed me the live count. It was climbing fast. Then he said the sentence I still hear every night. "You're safer if it picks you first." He admitted he had been in the terminal alone before. He said there was an entity people called Second Face. He said it only appears when a live audience is watching. He said if one person is offered up on camera, everyone else can walk away. He had brought me as bait. The reveal was not his confession. It was what happened right after. Every phone screen in the tunnel froze on my face, even the ones in my backpack that were off. A buffering circle appeared over my mouth. From the water below the platform, something stood up. It looked human at first, same height as me, same hoodie shape. But where the face should have been, there was a smooth black oval with a white spinning ring in the center, like a loading icon. Not drawn on, not light, something physical turning under skin. When it moved in frames, like dropped video. It tilted its head and spoke in my voice, "Dax, wait up." Then in his voice, "You're safer if it picks you first." Then in my mother's voice, which Dax had never heard, "Lena, don't look at it." I ran. Dax grabbed my sleeve and shoved me toward the tunnel wall, trying to hold me in shot. He kept yelling to the stream, "Don't leave, don't leave, this is real, this is real." The thing did not chase me, it chased the brightest camera. Dax's phone had a mounted LED panel on full power. The entity snapped toward it, jerking forward in impossible skips. It crossed 30 feet before my brain caught up. Dax screamed and swung the tripod like a bat. It passed through the metal legs and left black streaks that smoked like burnt plastic. He bolted toward the security office, dragging his cable bag, still filming himself. He was crying and talking to Chad at the same time. "Door! Door! Stay with me! We just need 10 more minutes!" I followed because it was the only lock I knew. He reached the steel door first, punched in the emergency override key he had hidden in his shoe, slipped inside, and tried to slam it shut in my face. I caught the door with my shoulder and wedged my boot in the gap. He screamed, "You'll bring it in!" From behind us, in his exact voice, the entity said, "You'll bring it in." Dax looked over my shoulder and froze. The thing was right there in the hallway, no more than 6 feet away, buffering rings spinning faster and faster. Its black face reflected the little green keypad light. In that reflection, I saw Dax's expression mirrored perfectly. I understood the rule 1 second too late. Second face does not hunt the one who is afraid. It hunts the one who performs fear. Dax had built his whole channel on fake panic thumbnails and staged emergencies. He was still holding his phone up to his own face while begging for help. He had made himself the brightest signal in the room. The entity lunged and the phone screen flared white. I did not see teeth, I did not see claws. I saw his face copy itself. For maybe 2 seconds, there were 2 Daxes standing shoulder to shoulder, both screaming. Then one scream cut off like audio muted. The other Dax kept screaming, but his mouth was 1 second behind the sound. The delayed one turned to me and said, perfectly calm, "Lena, help me," while its jaw stayed open too long. I ran. I kicked the door shut from outside. I dropped the steel bar. I heard pounding for about a minute. Then I heard Dax's voice from inside say, clear and cheerful, "Thanks for 1.2 million, chat." No more pounding. I hid under the platform stairs until sunrise, with every screen face down. At 6:08 a.m., city maintenance unlocked the gate and found me. I told police everything. They searched the security office. They found Dax's yellow windbreaker, his shoes, and 3 phones streaming to dead batteries. No body. The archive stream was removed from his channel within an hour, but clips keep reappearing from new accounts. In those clips, Dax is in selfie mode, running through dark corridors, sobbing and begging viewers not to leave. The live count in the corner never drops below 12,000. Here's the part that makes this a warning. Last week, a creator named Rhett Mallory posted a video called "I Found the Second Face Girl Real." He said my story was viral fiction and he could debunk it live from Belmont. He did the same setup, brighter lights, better cameras, bigger audience. He mocked Dax's panic and shouted, "If this ghost is real, wear my face." His stream ended 9 minutes later. The final frame showed 2 Rets standing side by side, both reading donations out loud. If you ever hear your own voice call from behind you while a camera is live, do not answer. Turn the screen off. Because SCP records from this site now call the entity SCP-7824, Second Face, and their containment note leaked last night with one line highlighted. It cannot generate an audience. It can only inherit one. Dax wanted to go viral. He did.